Okay, so what we have here is an N64 cartridge, no audio or anything, no visual audio, anything like that. Tools you're going to need: small game bit driver, this one's reversible, little posi drive screwdriver, some bits of magic sponge, very good, low abrasive, a bigger bit to hold the board on when you clean it, some isopropyl alcohol, and like a small stiff nylon paintbrush, not like a haired one, like a nylon one, and just to dry it out after, some spray duster. First of all, you're going to get your game bit and you remove both the screws. Once both the screws are removed, lift it up and you're going to shake the case off without removing the screws from the case. Next thing you're going to do, grab your small posi drive and you're going to remove these two screws, one here and one here. Once you've got those two screws out, you pull that off. Usually they're a bit stiff, I've already loosened that one. So then you're left with the board. The board has a small plastic guard. You can just pop off. Keep it handed, so this is the right side as you look down on the cartridge. That notch, it all fits back together. Can't go the other way. So stick that aside. You can clean the insides of the boxes, not really, you know, any point, but there you go. So what you're going to do, grab your board, grab a little bit of magic sponge, balance it on there so you're not damaging anything. I like to just get a bit of isopropyl alcohol, give it a good wash out. You can see it going everywhere. This is in no way going to damage any of the equipment. It's just to simply wash it off, just to make sure there's no debris on it. Then make sure that all the brass bits are a bit moist with the isopropyl alcohol. Then get your sponge and you're going to rub that for about 30 seconds to a minute. And what you want is a nice bright surface on all the contacts. Then we're going to flip the unit over and repeat. Load of alcohol all over it. More rubber, up and down, up and down, up and down, 30 seconds to a minute. Don't have to press too hard. Try not to hold the board too tight, but I tend to just push it down on the edge like that and rub the sponge up and down the contacts. You don't need to do any of these parts, they're not relevant, but yeah. Final part is to dry it all off with air duster, making sure there's no visible residue left on the board. Make sure it's all nice and dry. You can see there it's a little bit wet. You can also use the dry end of your magic eraser just to wipe off the final bits of residue. Once you're happy, make it all nice and polished. Yeah, it should look all nice and clean. Just reverse the steps for putting it all back together. Make sure you've got this little guard on. There we go. That will slide back together. Pretty simple when you're not holding a phone. This top guard does need a bit of a push to get it on. Don't be afraid to give it a squeeze, it's not going to break. What you find is these cartridges, they're pretty robust. If this doesn't fix them, then it's probably done for really. You can you know, test them in different ways, but yeah, if a clean doesn't fix it, it's probably ready for the bin. It's all fixed components, nothing moves in it, nothing really wears or anything like that. Yeah, so if it isn't working, then you know you've probably got problems elsewhere. Make sure your cartridge is in nice and securely, switch it on and enjoy.